there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different and do some journaling together. I have been having one of those weeks where you just feel blah. I don't know, you start to question if you are making the right decisions, you start to wonder if you are on the right path, and you just feel, I don't know, a little disconnected from yourself. I thought it would be helpful to do some journaling on my own, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. We're going to start off with 5 minutes of brain dump journaling. Then I'm going to lead us through a little grounding exercise just to tap into our body. And then we're going to do a few journaling prompts. I'll lead us through all of it. So let's do this. We're gonna start with what I call brain dump journaling. It's kind of what it sounds like. We are just going to dump the contents of our brain essentially onto the paper. There is no right or wrong answer as to what you write. For me, it's usually just like stream of conscious writing and getting it all out into the page. So essentially, I'm not like thinking about that specific thing. So we're gonna do this for 5 minutes and I'll let you know when it's time to meet back. about 45 seconds left, so start to wrap up wherever you are at. All right, friends, that is 5 minutes of brain dump journaling. Wrap up wherever you are at. Switching gears, we are going to do a short breathing exercise to really tap into our body. I love this as a way to reset after we just did that brain dump and just check in with where you're at before we move on to the more formal guided journaling prompts. So I invite you to find a comfortable seated or maybe laying down position wherever you're at. Maybe taking a few little wiggles to find what that looks like for you. And I invite you to close your eyes. And if it feels good for you, place one hand over your heart and your other hand on your stomach. Taking this moment here to pause and just start to notice your breath. Noticing your inhales and noticing your exhales. Not changing anything just yet, but just starting to notice. Maybe this is the first moment today that you've paused and checked in. Maybe this is an early moment in your day, or maybe this is how you're closing out the evening. Whatever it is for you, just start to notice those little things in your body, those little sensations, those little cues, just noticing what it is. Not putting any good or bad label to it. We're gonna sync up our breath all together. So let go with a big exhale out. And take a breath in. Exhale, let it go with a sigh. Same thing, take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go with a sigh. One more all together. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Return back to your own rhythm, your own cadence of breathing, your inhales and your exhales. Start to take a little scan of your body, just noticing if there's anywhere that is speaking to you, that is giving you some sort of message or anything, and just start to notice. I find so often we feel disconnected from what I'll call our intuition, our gut feeling, and moments like this, these little mindful moments, it allows us to sharpen that muscle, that skill of listening for the subtle things that our body is telling us. And it also allows us to start to tap into that so that we can notice in bigger moments what our body is telling us, what our mind is telling us, our gut, our heart. How can we listen instead of just being on autopilot, instead of doing what we think we should do or have to do or just going? Can we give ourselves that permission to pause and listen? Bring your focus back to your breath again. We'll take a few more breaths here. On your next exhale, gently flutter your eyes open. Maybe Roll out your shoulders. Take any little movements. I know I love a good back crack. And then we will head into our guided journaling session. How this is going to work is I will read out a prompt and then give you a few minutes to journal on it and work on it. I encourage you to either have paper, pen, pencil, or even on your notes app or a Word document, really wherever you feel like you are the most reflective and are able to get in touch, go for that. If you need more time, I of course encourage you to take that. So feel free to pause this video throughout and take what you need from it, and let's do this. So the first journaling prompt is, how am I feeling right now? Be really judgment-free. There is no good or bad answer, right or wrong, but just be honest. How are you feeling right now? Take about 30 more seconds to wrap up this prompt. Either wrap up wherever you're at or take this moment to pause the video and finish out this prompt. The next prompt is, what would you say to a friend who was feeling the way you feel right now? I'll give you a few minutes and then we will meet back for the next prompt. we'll take a few more seconds to wrap up on this. Also know that you can always pause this video right here if you have some more thoughts you want to jot down. Wrapping up that question and moving on. We have 2 more prompts left, and this next one is, what can I do right now to feel 5% more connected to myself? I'll give us a few moments to journal on it, and then we'll meet you back here with the last prompt. Take about another minute on this prompt. Wrapping up on this prompt. Of course, feel free to pause here or we will move on to the last prompt. Your final prompt is, what is a truth about myself that I want to hold on to, even on the hard days? We'll go for a few minutes and then I'll meet you back here to close this out. About another minute on this last prompt. Wrapping up that journal prompt. And that concludes our journaling activity today. I hope you found that helpful. I hope you found that supportive, and I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you enjoyed this, if you would like more Journal With Me videos like this, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for all things cozy, soft wellness, and things of this nature. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again soon.